Today, the 24th of October, marks the anniversary of the United Nations Day, 1945, and offers the opportunity to amplify our common agenda and reaffirms the principles and purposes of the United Nations Charter that have guided us for the past 76 years.
Good day everyone. On the occasion of the UN Day, we the students of Delhi International School would like to deliberate upon some of the sustainable development goals that have been adopted by the UN.
Sustainable development goals are the blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future. They address common global challenges that we face like poverty, inequality, climate change, environmental degradation, and peace and justice.
The theme for UN 2022 is End Racism and Build Peace. Let's all join together in the efforts of the United Nations and work towards a world free of racism and racial discrimination. Today's discussion is on transforming our world, plan of action for people, planet, and prosperity through sustainable development goals.
Sustainable development goals are a collection of 17 interlinked goals that are designed to be a shared blueprint of peace and prosperity for the people and the world now and into the future.
We are determined to take bold and transformative steps which are urgently needed to shift the world into a sustainable and resilient path. As we embark on our collective journey, we pledge that no one will be left behind.
The 17 sustainable development goals are no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, affordable and clean energy, clean water and sanitation, decent work and economic growth, industries, innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequality, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice and strong institutions, partnership for the goals.
We have now with us the delegates from different countries speaking about these goals. India, Mexico, Brazil, Albania, Angola, Afghanistan, Fiji, and Bulgaria.
Zero hunger. End hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. Globally, 1 in 9 peoples are undernourished, the vast majority of whom live in developing countries. India is steadfast in its efforts to work with community and nation in spite of multilateralism to achieve comprehensive and equitable solution to all problems facing us, including development and poverty eradication, climate change, terrorism, piracy, and peace building and peacemaking human rights.
Goal 3. Good health and well-being. Ensures healthy life and promotes well-being for all at all ages. Quality education ensures inclusive, equitable, quality education and promotes lifelong opportunity for all. Major progress has been made across access to education, specifically at the primary school level for both boys and girls.
Goal 5. Gender equality. Achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Goal 6. Clean water and sanitation. Ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all.
Goal number 7. Affordable and clean energy. Ensures access to affordable, reliable, sustainable and modern energy for all. Decent work and economic growth. Goal number 8. Promote sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth. Full and productive employment and decent work for all. Addressing youth employment means finding solutions for young people who are seeking for a decent and productive job. Such solutions should address both supplies, that is education, skills development, training and demand. In 2018, the number of women engaged in the labor force were about 48%, whereas the men were about 75%.
Goal 9. Industry, innovation, infrastructure. Build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization and foster innovation. Goal 10. Reduce inequality. Reduce income inequality within and among countries. Women are more likely to be the victims of discrimination than men. Among those with disabilities, 3 in 10 personally experience discrimination, with higher levels still among women with disabilities. The main grounds of discrimination mentioned by these women was not disability itself, but religion, pointing to the urgent need for measures to tackle multiple and intersecting forms of discrimination. In 2019, 54% of countries have a comprehensive set of policy measures to facilitate orderly, safe, regular and responsible migration and mobility of people.
Sustainable Development Goal number 11. sustainable cities and communities. Make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. 3.9 billion people, half of the world's population, currently lives in cities globally. It is projected that over 5 billion people will live in cities by 2030. Cities across the world occupy just 3% of Earth's land, yet account for 60 to 80% of energy consumption and 75% carbon emissions. Increased urbanization requires increased and improved access to basic resources such as food, energy and water. In addition, basic services such as sanitation, health, education, mobility and information are required. However, these requirements are unmet globally, which causes serious challenges for the viability and safety of cities to meet increased future demands.
Goal 12. Responsible consumption and production. Ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. To ensure that plastic products are more sustainable, thus reducing plastic waste, changes such as decreasing usage and increasing the circularity of the plastic economy are expected to be required, and increasing domestic recycling and reduce reliance on the global plastic waste trade are other actions that might help meet this goal.
Goal 13. Climate. Take urgent action to combat climate change and its impact by regulating emissions and promoting development in renewable energy.
Goal 14. Life below water. Conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas and marine resources for sustainable development. The current efforts to protect oceans, marine environments and small-scale fishers are not meeting the need to protect the resources. One of the key drivers of global overfishing is illegal fishing. Oceans and fisheries support the global population's economic, social and environmental needs. Oceans are the source of life of the planet and the global climate system regulator. They are the world's largest ecosystem, home to nearly 1 million known species. Oceans cover more than 2/3 of the Earth's surface and contain 97% of the planet's water. They are essential for making the planet livable. Rainwater, drinking water, and climate are all regulated by ocean temperatures and currents. Over 3 billion people depend on marine life for their livelihood. However, there has been a 26% increase in acidification since the Industrial Revolution. Effective strategies to mitigate adverse effects of increased ocean acidification are needed to advance the sustainable use of oceans.
Goal 15. Life on land. Protect, restore and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification and halt and reverse land degradation and halt the biodiversity loss. Humans depend on Earth and the oceans to live. This goal aims at securing sustainable livelihoods that will be enjoyed for generations to come. The human diet is composed of 80% of plant life, which makes agriculture a prime economic resource. Forests cover 30% of Earth's surface, provide vital habitats for millions of species, and important resources for clean air and water, as well as being crucial for combating climate change. Strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnerships for sustainable development. This goal has 19 outcome targets and 24 indicators. Increasing international cooperation is seen as vital for achieving each of the previous 16 goals. Goal 17 is included to assure that countries and organizations cooperate instead of compete. Developing multi-stakeholder partnerships to share knowledge, expertise, technology and financial support is seen as critical to overall success of the SDGs.